You want to live in a van? What's up everyone, BizBoy here, and welcome back to the channel. If you've spent any time online lately, you've probably noticed this explosion of people trading in their apartments for four wheels and a whole lot of freedom. The van life movement isn't just a trend anymore, it's become a legitimate lifestyle choice for so many people seeking adventure, flexibility, and a different way of living. It's a huge commitment, but the payoff can be incredible. But where do you even start? The foundation of any great van life build is, well, the van itself. Choosing the right vehicle is probably the most critical decision you'll make in this whole process, and it can feel pretty overwhelming with all the options out there. That's why I wanted to make this video. I've spent a ton of time researching, talking to other builders, and getting my hands on as many different platforms as I can. The market for cargo vans is more competitive than ever, which is great for us as consumers. It means more features, better engineering, and a wider range of price points. From the super high-end, almost luxury-level options to the workhorse, budget-friendly models, there's a perfect van out there for every type of build and every kind of budget. It's all about finding the right balance of space, reliability, and features that fit your specific vision for life on the road. So today we're going to break it all down. We're diving deep into what I think are the top 5 van models that are absolutely ideal for a van life conversion. We'll look at the pros, the cons, the little details you might not think about, and what makes each of these vans stand out from the pack. My goal here is to give you a super clear, comprehensive guide to help you make an informed decision for your own adventure. This is the starting line for your build, so let's get into it and find the perfect canvas for your future home on wheels. Alright, let's kick things off with the one you probably expected to see first, the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. This van is, for many people, the gold standard in the van life community, and honestly, for good reason. When you see those super clean, high-end builds on Instagram, chances are you're looking at a Sprinter. Its reputation is built on a foundation of solid German engineering, which translates to impressive reliability and a really premium driving experience. They just feel well built. The diesel engine options are known for their longevity and efficiency, which is a huge plus when you're putting serious miles on your home. One of the biggest selling points is the sheer amount of interior space you get to work with. The high roof option is a game changer, allowing most people to stand up completely straight inside, which makes a massive difference in day-to-day comfort. You can get it in multiple wheelbase lengths, giving you a ton of flexibility for your layout, whether you want a sprawling kitchen or a dedicated office space. And because it's so popular, the aftermarket support is just massive. You can find pre-made cabinets, window inserts, roof racks, pretty much anything you can imagine. Someone has designed it specifically for the Sprinter. But of course, all that good stuff comes at a price. The Sprinter is hands down the most expensive option on our list, both to purchase upfront and to maintain. Mercedes parts and labor aren't cheap, and finding a qualified mechanic in a small remote town can sometimes be a challenge. You're paying a premium for the brand and the quality, there's no way around it. So if budget is your absolute top priority, this might not be the one. But if you're looking for a top-tier, reliable, and incredibly spacious platform to build your dream rig, the Sprinter is very, very hard to beat. It's popular for a reason. Next up, we have what I consider to be the Sprinter's biggest rival and an incredible all-around performer, the Ford Transit. Ford really did their homework when they brought the Transit to the market, and it quickly became a favorite for both commercial use and for van lifers. One of its key advantages is its sheer versatility. It comes in 3 different roof heights, low, medium, and high, and 3 different lengths, plus an extended body option. This level of choice means you can really dial in the exact size and volume you need for your build, which is a huge plus. Probably the biggest argument for the Transit, especially for those of us in North America, is availability and maintenance. It's a Ford. That means you can find parts and a qualified mechanic in pretty much any town, anywhere. This is a massive peace of mind when you're traveling full-time. You don't want to be stranded for a week waiting for a specialty part to be shipped from overseas. The available EcoBoost V6 engine is also a highlight, offering a ton of power for mountain passes while still being reasonably efficient. The driving experience is also very car-like and comfortable, which you'll appreciate on long-haul days. Now, compared to the Sprinter, the interior finishes might feel a little less premium, a bit more like a work vehicle, which to be fair is what it is. It's functional, not luxurious. And while the aftermarket is growing rapidly, It's still not quite as vast as the ecosystem built around the Sprinter, but for many, these are minor trade-offs for what you get in return. A highly capable, customizable, and easy-to-service van that often comes in at a significantly lower price point than its German competitor. The Ford Transit hits this perfect sweet spot of features, price, and practicality that makes it an amazing choice. So let's talk about the Ram ProMaster. This van is a bit of an outlier in the group, but it has some unique characteristics that make it, in my opinion, the easiest van on this list to actually build out. The first and most important feature is that it's front-wheel drive. All the other vans on this list are rear-wheel drive. Why does that matter? It means there's no drive shaft running to the back wheels, which allows for a significantly lower cargo floor. This lower floor gives you more interior height for a given roof height, and makes getting in and out just a little bit easier. The second thing that builders absolutely love is its shape. The ProMaster is the widest van in its class, and its walls are incredibly close to vertical, almost perfectly perpendicular to the floor. This boxy design is a dream for conversions. It maximizes usable interior space and makes building everything from walls to cabinets so much simpler. You're not fighting against weird curves and angles. You can easily fit a standard queen-size mattress sideways across the back of the van, which can save you a ton of space in your layout. That's a huge design advantage that no other van on this list can offer. Of course, there are some trade-offs. The front-wheel drive system, while great for snow and interior space, might not be as capable for serious off-roading as a rear-wheel drive van. Ground clearance is also a bit lower. Aesthetically, some people just aren't fans of its looks. It's definitely more utilitarian than stylish. And historically, they've had a reputation for needing more maintenance than a Ford or Mercedes, but it's also one of the most affordable options, especially on the used market. For builders who prioritize a straightforward build process and maximizing every square inch of interior space on a budget, the ProMaster is a clear winner. Okay, now for a van that you might not see as often, but one that definitely deserves a spot in this conversation, the Nissan NV. Unfortunately, Nissan has discontinued the NV cargo van line in North America, but there are still plenty of them on the used market, and they have some really unique features that make them an interesting choice. The most obvious thing you'll notice is its design. It has this prominent truck-like front end, which is a departure from the more cab-over style of the other vans. This isn't just for looks, it houses some serious power. The NV came with two very solid engine options, a workhorse V6 and a really powerful 5.6-liter V8, the same engine found in the Nissan Titan truck. If you plan on towing anything, a small car, a boat, a trailer with motorcycles, that V8 engine gives you a ton of capability that the others can't match without significant upgrades. The high roof version also offers full standing height, and the cargo area is nice and long, providing a great blank canvas. The body-on-frame construction is also super tough and durable, built more like a traditional truck than a unibody van. The biggest downside is, of course, that it's been discontinued. This means aftermarket support was never as strong as it was for the big three, and it's not going to grow any further. Finding conversion-specific parts might require more custom fabrication. The truck-like nose also means the engine encroaches a bit more into the cab area, making a pass-through from the front seats to the living space a little less seamless than in other vans. But if you can find a good deal on a used one and you value raw power, towing capacity, and proven V8 reliability, the Nissan NV is a seriously tough and capable dark horse worth considering. Last but certainly not least, we have the old-school workhorse, the Chevrolet Express, and its twin, the GMC Savannah. This van has been in production with basically the same design for decades, and while it might not have the fancy features or the standing height roof of the newer Euro-style vans, its strengths are undeniable. The number one reason to consider an Express is the price. You can find these things everywhere on the used market for a fraction of the cost of a Sprinter or Transit. For a builder on a tight budget, this is the most accessible entry point into van life, period. The other huge advantage is its mechanical simplicity. This is a classic body-on-frame American van with a V8 engine. It's about as straightforward as it gets. Parts are cheap, they're available in every auto parts store in the country, and any mechanic with a wrench can work on it. This old-school reliability and ease of repair is a massive benefit when you're trying to keep costs down on the road. It's a proven platform that has been trusted by fleets and tradespeople for years, so you know it's built to take a beating. It's a tank. Now for the obvious trade-off space, the Express only comes in a low roof configuration from the factory. You absolutely cannot stand up in it unless you're very short. This means you either have to live with a lower profile build, which many people do successfully, or you have to invest in an aftermarket pop top or a fiberglass high top, which adds significant cost and complexity to the build. It's also the least fuel-efficient van on this list, but if your main priorities are a low initial investment and rock-solid simple mechanics, the Chevrolet Express is an unbeatable budget-friendly foundation for a build. So there you have it, my breakdown of the top 5 vans for your epic conversion. From the premium and spacious Sprinter to the incredibly practical Transit, the builder-friendly ProMaster, the powerful NV, and the Budget King Express, there's a platform here that can work for just about anyone. Each one has its own distinct set of strengths and compromises. The perfect van doesn't really exist. The perfect van is the one that best fits your specific needs, your budget, and your vision for what you want your life on the road to look like. It's a huge decision, but hopefully, this gives you a much clearer picture of the landscape. I'm really curious to know what you think. If you're a current van lifer, what are you driving and why did you choose it? If you're in the planning stages, which one of these vans is catching your eye the most? Drop a comment down below and let me know. I read pretty much all of them, and the community discussion is one of the best parts of making these videos. Sharing our collective experience is how we all learn and create better builds, so don't be shy. Your insight could be the exact thing someone else needs to hear to make their decision, and of course if you found this video helpful and you want to follow along as we dive deeper into specific build techniques, product reviews, and all things van life, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. We have a lot more tinkering to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.